All right. Do we have audio now? Let me know in the comment section. Do we have audio now? We're good now. Okay, we're good now, man. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it's been doing that to me lately. Every time I start, there's no audio. I have to close out, and then I have to come back in. I have no clue why, but I see everybody saying, yes, audio. You're good now, TD. Awesome, man. What's going on, everyone? Miami Dolphins breaking news. We just getting started. Let's go, man. The season is about to get underway. Training camp. Well, what's up, training camps? All that stuff is about to get ready to start rocking, man. Good. Your fault. LOL. What's up, Dolphins advocate Mariano? What's going on with you, man? Big dog, what's up, my friend? I'm great, man. Just been so busy lately, man. You know, be honest with y'all. I promised the wife, I'd give her a few days. Been doing we've been basically looking at a lot of houses and stuff like that. So we're in that process, which is just gruesome. Oh my gosh. But it seems like it's coming along well. We will see how it goes whenever it's all said and done. Ain't no media coverage. It's trash. But that's typical around this time of the year, no media coverage. But the worst part about it is you got COVID, which is putting a damper on everything. Then you got the NFL coming out saying, hey, only limited information coming out of camps. So it is what it is, man. What's happening, TD? Nothing, man. Just good, man. Just going through this process, to pretty much probably gonna be moving at some point, but I'll give y'all more on that as the time comes. All right. I'm talking training camp. Breaking news: Jets are better than Dolphins. Love to hate each other. Jason Green, what's up with you, man? The local Jets fan, man. It's all good, man. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with being dyslexic, okay? It's just something that, I'm not picking on you. Dyslexic people, they just see things backwards. So we love you over here, Jason. Think of a few years in the future. Tua tossing the ball to Mike Gesicki in the Super Bowl. Why they got to be a few years, Plank? Why it can't be now? Why we can't be going into that situation now, man? That's what I want. I want to be going into that situation now. I don't want to wait for a few years for Tua to be tossing the ball to Gesicki in the Super Bowl. I want it now. Wow, TD making fun of dyslexic people. I'm not making fun of dyslexic people. I'm saying you're obviously dyslexic. That's not making fun. He just said a comment that the Jets are better than the Dolphins, so he obviously sees things backwards. That's not making fun. That's me calling how it is. This individual obviously sees things backwards. So he's dyslexic. If I had a disability and you said, TD, you got that disability, you just pointed out. You're right. It's not making fun of anybody. You ain't make fun of no one. Pipe down, Jets, man. He is not making fun. So Dolphins winning the East. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, absolutely. No, we're winning more than the East. We've been winning more than the East. AKG Channel 3. We're winning more than the East. Get ready, though. I understand if there's any doubt out there because it's something that has to be proven. At the end of the day, I'm one of the main people that says the Patriots own the East until another team says otherwise. I will always say that. The Patriots own the East until another team says otherwise. And I'm here to tell you that this year, the Miami Dolphins are going to say otherwise. It's that simple. You tell them, TD. I'm trying. Team chemistry got to build up. We aren't going to be bad this year, and Tua needs to adjust to the NFL. Let me tell you something, Plain Titan. Whatever we got to do, other teams got to do too. The Patriots team chemistry got to gel. Buffalo, they trash anyway. And the Jets, they're not even in the conversation. It's that simple, man. So Dolphins winning the Super Bowl. Oh, snap. Either that or the AFC in general. And Brian Flores, we trust. We lit this season. We better be, man. I just need them to – I just can't wait for the first game. We're on the field and the kickoff. Bam. All right, here we go. The new era has begun. Last year wasn't a new era. Last year was the give me 500 people so that I could pick out of those individuals. Last year wasn't the new era. This year, the kickoff is the new era. And oh boy, it's going to be exciting, baby. Ooh, we got a little See, the thing is, we ain't getting excited enough at the simple fact that we brought in some weapons. Oh, what do you mean weapons, TD? These aren't Pro Bowl impact players. See, again, we got them 7 and 8 weapons, man. We got more 7 and 8 weapons than other teams. They don't know it yet, but they're going to find out. They're going to find out. Fins up. Going to be interesting how our young players do together this year. Yes. But mixed in with veterans that have come off their rookie deal who have proven to be professional NFL quality players, mixed in with them, that's what's going to matter. See, it ain't just about our young players. It's strategically how we got our young players positioned around the right veterans. Our secondary, technically young, but you got Byron on the other side. You got X who ain't considered young anymore. Everybody else following their lead. Bobby ain't even considered young. You got some guy, you got that second level. You got Van Noy mixed in with the kids, with the Jerome and the Raekwon. You got Van Noy and Ogbar coming into that situation to mix in perfectly. Still youthful, but the right veteran mix. The D-line. Now the D-line is young. Now Godchild coming into his era of no longer being young, but technically the D-line is still young. But that's all right because we got some dogs on the D-line. Roof, roof. We got dogs on the D-line, so they could be young. They young and hungry, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. TD, read my comment. Kenneth, where is it? Let me go back up. I got you, Kenneth. I hope I got you. We have the best QB room in the NFL, TD. See, now you trying to get me set up. Best QB room in the NFL? Man, hey, listen. I don't know. I ain't going to knock that. And yes, somebody said Shaq Lawson. Please forgive me. Good point. Still a perfect mix. What up, EM? I see you, homie. Vic, what's going on, man? But best QB room in the NFL? See, if I'm honest about that, then they're going to say I'm a hater. If I'm honest about that, they're going to call me a hater. But hey, it is what it is. Listen, you can't apologize for success, man. I learned that this weekend. I heard that from somebody. It's always your fault when you're successful. So it is what it is. People are going to complain. We don't have the best quarterback room in the NFL. I hope it turns out that we end up having the best quarterback room in the NFL. But right now, we don't have the best quarterback room in the NFL. Okay? Let's get that straight. All right? TD, what are they doing about fans at games? Genji 75, I really don't know, man. They talk about, 20% capacity, all kind of different numbers thrown out there. But I don't know and I don't care because I'm not going to be one of them. I'm just not one of those individuals that feel like this whole thing is a hoax that's going on out here. So I ain't going to be one of them fans that's going anyway. Okay? I'm not going to be. Sorry. So I don't know. So we'll see. But Miami has the best rookie QB so far besides Burrow. I mean, I need more than that, Brian. I need you to tell me which one better. I don't want you to give me a besides. Tell me which one better, man. Going to games this year, it's a risk. I just get my package on TV and talk it out on the mic. I'd rather be here. I mean, I ain't taking no chances, man. Rosen will get traded to the Jaguars if Minshew struggles. Hey, I hope we get a great price for him if that's the case. Because if he does get traded, that means Tua might be looking like he's everything we wanted and more. So that wouldn't be a bad thing, Or he could end up staying with Miami and being successful. I don't know. Time is going to tell. That's the big one. See, the thing is, it's like a hand of spades. You got your guarantees. But on this roster, you got a whole bunch of possibles. And if one of them possibles come through, ooh, boy, it's the difference. Nope. You go out that way. Nope, because you're gonna try to break the stuff. Close the door, Carter. Oh, man. Troy Saints, best QB room, Breeze and Winston. Rosen is French toast. EM, man, you've hated on Rosen before his name was Rosen. So I don't know, man. I don't know how to take that one. Rosen to CFL. Listen, that man got his guaranteed money on the books, man. It is what it is. Cam Newton in week 1. How you liking the matchup, TD? I like the matchup. He ain't got the best of receivers to throw to against Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. I like the matchup. With our front 7, the addition of Shaq Lawson, the addition of Ogbon, the addition of Van Noy, and Jerome Baker with more experience, Raekwon with more experience, Christian Wilkins in the middle. And don't get me going on our nose tackle we selected this year. I ain't going to get started on that. I like our chances. I love our chances. I don't see them having an explosive offense. Listen, the only question y'all should have right now on defense is, will we be able to stop the run? That's it. I ain't worried about nothing else. I ain't worried about nothing else. I am not worried about anything else. Now, you go up against the Chiefs, you may want to look up and say, how are we going to play this? But it's probably 2 teams in the league that you're saying, how are we going to play this? But outside of that, I'm not worried. The only thing we got to be worried about on defense is, are we going to be able to stop the run? And you best believe Belichick is going to come in trying to figure out, are we going to be able to stop the run? Oh, one moment. I think my wife FaceTiming me. I think she FaceTiming me. Hey?
Hey, are you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anywho, man, listen. Belichick coming in straight up. Let's see if they can stop the run. You think Belichick, that's throw all over him with Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Noah? Come on, man. And that boy Noah looking, hey, he out there putting that work in. Hey, he chiseled, man. Noah Noah ready. I ain't gonna lie. Noah, hey, he out there playing. I saw him practicing against the Tennessee Titans receiver. And hey, he out there playing, boy. I'm telling you, he is out there playing. Noah, hey, I ain't know Noah was ripped like that, man. Noah NFL body ready. You got to get a little, maybe a little, no, he ready. Noah gonna be ready, man. Noah actually is, you know what's crazy, man? We might look up and Noah might be that dude in Miami at some point, man. Like, for real. He might end up being that guy, man. He's very talented. You know what? Let me tell you what I like about Noah. He's gonna, oh my God, especially if he's being taught by Byron, because Noah can keep up with you. Noah can shadow you. Noah's gonna be that guy that allows zero separation. He's just like Byron. I mean, it ain't like he getting Xavier Howard type picks, but he always there with you. Man. I'm telling y'all, don't worry about this defense. If we can stop the run, people gonna have some fits with us. But we got to be able to stop the run. And I'm gonna be honest, I ain't trying to be negative, but I believe it when I see it. Not because I don't think we can. I think we will, but I need to see it, man. There've been so many times I think we can, and we get blown off the point of attack, man. But we're gonna be straight on the defense. So Cam Newton, week 1, matter of fact, he don't want to see week 1. They might want to come in and start your boy Stidham. They might want to use that game as a reason to start Cam, so that Cam don't look bad in game 1, and then they talk about, should we be playing Stidham and making Cam look bad off rip? I'm just saying. That might be the game that they actually consider starting Stidham to take that abuse. Hope y'all follow me on that. AKG channel, he a Patriots fan. He said, keep that same energy. It's never left. It's a part of me. You ain't got to tell me to keep it. It's a part of me. It goes everywhere I go. If I wanted to get rid of it, it couldn't. But come on now. Come on. You making it seem like Cam about to be this and that on us. Man, you better go on somewhere with that. You think Cam Cam throwing the ball all over. You think Cam putting up 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and not on this defense. And that's without gelling. That's without the cohesive camaraderie. That's without all of that. Come on, man. That's right. Listen, the energy is self. It's internal. It's internal. Cam ain't doing none of that on this defense. He ain't going to have nobody to throw to. And he going to have to use his legs. And Brian Flores, and you should know him very well being a Patriots fan, Brian Flores is going to come after him. And I am telling you, as a Patriots fan, you might look up and say, man, we should have started Stidham game one to take this abuse, because now Cam's confidence is shook. And New England already calling for, oh, Cam's still a bum. Because y'all riding high on Cam being Cam. And Cam is still good. I don't think Cam is a bum. But week one, oh, boy, we have the potential to make him look like one. We have the potential to make Cam look like what he really ain't. So y'all might want to go ahead and put Stidham in there. Let him take that abuse. In Foxborough. On the road. Am I right? We on the road game one, right? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Make sure I ain't tripping. Think that's what I remember. So y'all going to dominate the East is what I'm hearing. What's understood ain't got to be explained. Listen to your ears. That's a good one. Listen to your ears. Oh, man. Yeah, we on the road, man. And that's going to be our coming out party. And then we're going to come back home and take care of Buffalo, show everybody they had that little lightweight schedule last year, making people think they was a threat when they never were. See, I believe once you lose the fastball, you lose the fastball. And Cam lost the fastball, in my opinion. We'll see, man. I'm just one who still believes in Cam, Andres. I mean, I ain't riding high on him like, oh, this the MVP Cam. But I think that I done told y'all already. Cam going to come out in Tannehill, y'all. Not us as the Dolphins, but his season, he might come out in Tannehill, people. Oh, they sleeping on me. I got a new opportunity. Ain't making that much money. Got a lot to prove. Bang, bang, bang. MVP candidate. He has the potential. I ain't saying he will, but Cam is that type of guy that got the potential. All these guys, this is what I've been preaching forever. Put these quarterbacks in a perfect situation. Bang, bang. They MVP candidates. They already said him. Tannehill started the whole season, he would have been an MVP candidate. At the pace he was playing at. Put these guys in a perfect situation, MVP candidates. And Cam is the type of guy, he's going to have to live off of that running game because he ain't got no receiver weapons. I just think that Belichick is still going to go out there and get him somebody. Now, if they keep the same team he got right now, oh, my gosh. Cam ain't got a shot in the gun range to Tannehill, nobody. Cam is probably going to be his last. If they don't go get this man at least one weapon, this man might be his last season in the league, man. Josh Rosen get a job before him. And I know y'all Josh Rosen haters probably like that one. Oh, man. Y'all better go get that man somebody to throw to. Ocho Cinco's still out here running 22 miles an hour at 50 years old. You might want to call him. Oh, man. I slay myself, man. I'm tripping. Stop, TD. Stop. Get off of him like that, man. Get off of it. You look up, they beat us 60-0. No, it ain't going to happen, though. There ain't no jokes there. That ain't happening no more. All right? Cam won't be able to get the playbook down. Woo. Good point. Still that Patriots, Josh Daniels system. We'll see. I'm surprised Cam can still stand after what he's been through. Yeah. I hear you, man. Whoever starts in week one for the Pats, if Cam Newton is starting, then our defense can put pressure on him. And then will be a hard time offense. Then we play offense. They will have a hard time on D. Hey, man, week one, Devontae Parker got to show up. See, week one is the game where, I ain't going to lie, Devontae do have to show up. He got to pick up where he left off on Gilmore. Because Devontae Parker, this is the season. I don't want to hear no excuse. I don't want to hear y'all excuse. I don't want to hear nothing. Devontae Parker has to give it to us this season. He got to give it to us better than last year. We need Devontae Parker to step up and be a number one receiver in this league. He is now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're a Dolphins fan, you know what I'm talking about here. We want, because as much as he wants people to respect him, we do too. And he has to come out and not duplicate what he did last year, but exceed what he did last year, because it's time for him to put his name on the map. The kid has always had the talent to do so. And we can only use Adam Gase as an excuse for so long. You got 1 year under Flores and it worked. Now your second year under Flores, it needs to exceed. It needs to exceed. Devontae Parker got to pick up where he left off week 1 against Gilmore. And then after the game, when you put up a $150, 2 touchdowns, you put up a tweet of yourself and Michael Thomas and says, who has an easier time against Stephon Gilmore, the defensive MVP of the year? That's what you do. And you put right at the bottom, get out your feelings. Ha! That's what you need to do. Go put up a $150, 2 touchdowns, put a picture of you and whatever his name is with the Saints. And you say, who has an easier time against Stephon Gilmore? And let Dolphin Nation show up in the thread. Be petty. Put yourself on the map. Sometimes that's what it takes. Be petty to put yourself on the map. Make people respect you. Make them respect you. I would be surprised if the Pats start Cam instead of Stidham. Man, it don't matter to me. But if they start Stidham, oh boy. I want every bit of that. You can put me out there. I want a piece of that. You can start Cam. I just think Cam brings another element that Stidham doesn't. TD, have you been hearing anyone compare us to early Seattle? I haven't, but you can't compare until Tua gives us 1 season. You can't compare us to the early Seattle until Tua gives us a season. We could very well be transitioning into a Legion of Boom and a defense like that, which we got to see first, right? But you just can't compare until you got that quarterback in place to finish it off. The dominant defense and the quarterback that's doing things that are unworldly, you know? And I think that we have the quarterback that can do it. But, you know, we got to see that first. Ian said, not necessarily TD. I think the approach will be to lean more on the run game, which will establish a more balanced attack. Are you talking about for the Patriots or the Dolphins? Let me know which one you're talking about. If you're talking about the Patriots, I totally agree. Because they don't have weapons at the receiver position. If you're talking about the Dolphins, I agree if you start Tua. If you start Tua, I agree with that too, with the Miami Dolphins starting out with a really good run game and switching it up and not putting too much pressure on the young kid. But if we're starting Fitz, I don't want to hear none of that. We better be any and everything. We could be anything. It could be balanced. It could be heavy run. It could be heavy pass. But the playbook is open. You know, but to take some pressure off the rookie, you know, understanding blitz packages and different exotic looks, which I think Tua will do a good job at. I know he's probably working tirelessly to just be the best he could be right now. I mean, he probably just focusing in on only on the things that he really can do to improve, because his whole life he focused on accuracy. His whole life he's focused on precision and those type of things, his mechanics. I think he's ready. He just has to make sure those small things that the NFL has to offer, you know, he gotta be all right with it. The same with Fitz. No. It depends on the opponent. If Fitz is the starter, then we don't have to conform to the team. It just depends on the opponent. Whatever the opponent is, whatever their weakness is, we take advantage of it. If they got a trash secondary, Fitz is going in the shotgun, do what he did at the end of the season. If they have a decent secondary or better, then we're going to be balanced, run the ball, open up the pass, do it all. It's going to depend on the team at that point. The best for the Dolphins is run more for his first season. Yeah, if Tua starts. I agree. We got to run that ball heavy. Got to. And you know what? We got to be creative in our runs. You know, even if that's 4 wide receivers in a single back. Halfback draws. I mean, we got to be creative in our runs. We got to be able to run the ball, y'all. Just like we got to be able to stop. Let me tell y'all the two things. Listen, I don't have concern about us throwing the ball. That's always, I have never had concerns about us throwing the ball for a long time. That has always been predicated on protection, okay? We don't know what that's going to be. We're going to find out. But we automatically always go into the situation assuming, okay, it'll be reasonable enough now. That's just a given. We always feel that way. The real thing we got to be concerned about is what we've been concerned about for a long time. Can we run the ball? That's your biggest concern on offense. And on defense, your biggest concern is, can you stop the run? This team's success is going to be predicated on the run game, offense and defense. It's that simple. When other teams run the ball, are we shutting it down? When we're running the ball, are we making 4+ yards per carry? There's your success right there, y'all. Yeah, we're going to have some games where we air it out and we win them, but your real long-term success going far in the playoffs, can you run the ball and can you stop the run? Soon as Tennessee couldn't run anymore and they also couldn't stop the run anymore, that was it. The Chiefs did a good job starting to stop the run in the Super Bowl, but they also started to run the ball well. We always knew that this game here, it's won in them trenches, man. You got to also be able to run that ball. Clock management and everything. And I'll tell you this, Flores I think he has a brilliant mind. The biggest asset for a brilliant mind type coach is being able to run the ball because they control the clock and now they can be creative in how they win the game, how they keep the ball from you, how they attack you. Brilliant-minded coaches love, if they got a good run game, they get to exercise their brilliance to the max. They get to actually be creative in the pass game because the other team is so concerned about the run. Then when they start busting you upside the head in the run, then they get to run exotic sweeps and jet sweeps and screens, and the screen games start picking up. Man, they need it, man. We got to run that ball. Jason Sanders needs a breakout season, TD. I agree, man. I hope they bring somebody in camp again to challenge him like they did last year, but it didn't last long. They brought somebody in and let him go the next week or something. But Jason Sanders, I like Jason Sanders. He had a little rough patch at one point last year, but he's still golden to me. He's still golden. I agree, TD. 4 yards per carry and plus more yards is a success. If not, teams can't stop the run game. It's gonna be harsh to stop. But yes, but that's the essence of it, man. Let me tell you something. If you can't stop the run, your defense ain't got a shot in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I mean, gosh, man. And I ain't saying this to y'all to be frustrated at y'all. I'm just frustrated at the thought process of the simple fact that we done been through this so much. We should be experts in understanding that. Dolphin fans should be experts. You know how many times teams should just bust us up the head? 4 yards, 6 yards, 9 yards, 3. Oh, we got 3. Oh, the next down 8. Gosh. Clogged the middle and finally clogged the middle. They bouncing it outside for 22. It's the most depressing thing ever to watch your team get ran on. And then in the fourth quarter, when you're down by 2 possessions and your offense finally pick it up, but it don't matter because you're just on pins and needles. Can we get a stop? We finally scored a touchdown on offense, but can we get a stop? 9 yards. 11. Oh my God, 3rd and 1. They got the 2. It's just, I don't feel like y'all should be feeling this right now when I'm saying it. If you're a real Dolphin fan, You should be feeling this right now because you should know very well over the last, it feel like 50 years, but I'll say 10, even though it probably can go further. I'm just going to block all 10 years. Oh, my God. Have we not been through that? And then when you finally think you got a D-line, oh, we got Sue. Down, said. Ah, Sue, it was 3rd and 4, and you jumped off sides. Oh, my gosh, man. We done been through it all. The fails, the falls, man. Oh, my gosh, man. I never get that out of my mind with Ndamukong Suh. As dominant as he was, you know how many 3rd and 4s? They need 4 yards. With how bad we were in stopping the run, that is a blessing to be 3rd and 4. And offside, ain't nothing. 3rd and 5, offsides. They bring out the sticks just enough for the first. Ah! Oh my gosh, man. We've been through it all, y'all. No, TD, the most depressing is when your team is trash at zone, but the coach hey, stop that. Don't be bringing up Matt Burke. Please don't bring up Matt Burke's defense, man. Matt Burke defense need to go in the Hall of Fame for what not to do. See, in this part in the basement of the Hall of Fame, this is where the worst defenses of all time, honored right here is Matt Burke. Oh, my gosh. Don't even start that with me, man. Jason Green said, TD, that's us making it or break it. Yes. Oh, man, rematching, man, later. Hey, man, not tonight, man. Me and my wife, we got to go through some of these home options and stuff, man. So many options to go through. We've been busy doing that lately, man. TD, is Allen Hurns set to have a breakout year? I think he can be a reliable possession receiver for us. Man, Cloud Light, man, I got to get on you for a second. You going to say, is Allen Hurns set to have a breakout year, and then you think he could be a reliable possession receiver? Breakout and reliable possession receiver don't go in the same sentence, bro. I'm messing with you, man. Listen, I don't know, man. Allen Hurns, I told y'all when we signed Allen Hurns, I told y'all what he was in Dallas. He ain't no jump out the gym guy. He ain't no high flyer, but he gonna come do his job. And what I will tell you is guys like that make the team, and they're productive, and they help. You're going to look up it's going to be Preston. It's going to be Albert Wilson. It's going to be Jakeem Grant. It's going to be Devontae Parker. Just all these guys making plays. And in the toughest games, 3rd and 6, Dolphins cross the middle. 13-yard gain, and they're rushing up. Allen Hurns with the big catch. That's who he is. He ain't getting he ain't coming out there giving you all the work during the game because they ain't even got him in the game the whole time. But when he does, he's just going to come do his job. And that's what you want. That's the guy you want on your roster. Let me take it a step further. If you had to choose between a young up-and-coming guy, I don't want to pick one, the merits and all that in the world. If to make the roster, you had to pick the young guy who has a high ceiling or Allen Hurns, if you're talking about winning that year, you go with Allen Hurns. If it's just a long-term situation, you go Merritt all day because Merritt probably going to end up being able to do just as much and more. But we going to war. We feel like we could win it all this year. I ain't saying that's the case, but I'm just saying if you have a situation where you feel like your team going in and compete and can make the playoffs and challenge anybody, you want Hurns to go to war with. Ain't going to jump out the gym. Ain't going to come out in any particular game and give you 200 yards. That ain't going to happen. But when you least expect it, you're looking for Parker, you're looking for Gesicki, you're looking for Wilson, Grant, you're looking for Preston. It's Hurns' name that got called in the 4th quarter, 2 minutes left, 2nd and 4. So I can't say a breakout season. I just see Hurns as Ryan Fitzpatrick, the journeyman that's good enough to help you win games. I don't see a breakout season. Now, I could be wrong, but first of all, he's behind two guys that's probably definitely favored over him. But he's a guy that makes the team, though. If he doesn't make the team, then, oh, boy, them youngsters came in and Preston Williams them. That's what happened. They gave him that Preston Williams year one. That's the only way Hurns don't make the team. And even that will be a hard decision because the guy going to give you what he give you. TD, but if you have a rookie that is balling out, you start the rookie, play the best playmaker. I agree with that. There's no question about it. I'm with you on that. You play him. Y'all just make sure y'all keep that same energy with Tua. If he come into camp balling out, you play the rookie. That's all. I ain't going to hamper on it because we ain't got to get into all that today. We ain't got to argue today. All right? What's good, Fins Nation friends? What's up, Fin Strong? Tim Kramer said whoever plays QB is going to have a fair share of throw options. Fair share or throw options. Yeah. Got a lot of weapons. I hope we keep an extra receiver. I hope we do. I really hope Preston Williams does great this year, man. Listen, man, he needs to come back to where he was and then exceed the expectations. Listen, I'm looking for one thing with Preston. First of all, continue that athleticism and route running. That's number one. Number two, let's eliminate some of those drop balls, homie. You dropped critical touchdowns. These ain't just passes in the middle of the field. He dropped some deep balls that were like beautiful passes. Now, I must be fair. Some of the passes he dropped had a high level of difficulty, but it was in his hand, and it would have been one of the most difficult, beautiful catches. But you still dropped it, and you had a huge capability of catching it. I don't know. We'll see. I really hope Preston Williams does great this year, man. Yes. Y'all give me a second. Let me see who this is. I got him. He's okay with me. Oh, don't forget, hit that like button, guys. We're trying to get 200 likes on this video. If you want to help out, that'll be huge. It'll let other people know about TD Fans Talk, and it'll tell YouTube to send the notifications to everybody who has the notification button on. All right. TD was talking about having to run the ball, have a good running game. Absolutely. When are we getting a tour of the setup? The Patreon members have the video of the setup. But don't worry about this, man. You know, like I said, we're shopping right now for a home. So the stuff that we've been looking at, this ain't nothing. We're gonna do some amazing things. I'll just put it like that. All right. But it ain't down the road, but it has to be built. So y'all will see when the time comes. All right. He'll catch them this year. He better. TD, do you think we done bringing in other free agents? If not, who would you want? At this point, I think we're done. We might pick one or two people up that's just low flyers, unless they want to dig into next year's money, but I doubt it. And here's why we're done. We don't know what the salary cap is going to be next year. With all that's going on right now and the new proposals from the NFLPA with the money and the salaries and the money that these franchises are going to lose from not having fans, they're trying to split out the losses for several years. The salary cap there's a high probability. See, it went from it could go down, but there's a high probability that the salary cap will go down. So when we say we got about 50 million we're going into next year, you might look up and that 50 can be 35. Like literally not dropping by 10, but dropping by 15, 20, 25. You never know. It just depends on how hard they're hit this season, what impact all of the everything has on this league. So we'll see. Give me a second. Who is this? Who is it? Okay, that was close. All right, come on. Go ahead.
Yeah, put on the light.
Yes, cut the light on, okay? All right. Go ahead, okay? Good job, big boy. All right, my bad, guys. TD, how many cap space is it going to drop? We don't know. You won't know. They got to see what revenue they get. They'll announce the cap space for next year at the end of the season, I believe. What do you think? Honestly, with the way things are going, you also still have the impending threat of if the season's even going to finish. But I'm going to say that it drops by 15 mil. That could be under or that could be over. I mean, you don't know. You don't know when the money breaks out. It might drop even more drastically. I mean, gosh, man, you don't know, guys. But if it does, then that's a problem. We were trying to re-sign Raekwon McMillan. We were trying to sign Godchild. So I love the fact that our front office do see these two guys as cornerstone pieces that they want to return. So to me, that has been answered. They do want Godchild long-term. They do want Raekwon long-term. Huh? Yeah, turn the light off. All right, and close the door, okay? Good job. All right. Now you can go ahead and close that door, okay? I love you. So I don't know, man. It just depends. But Godchild and Raekwon, they do want those guys. So they're trying to get deals done now, but it's slowed down because they haven't been able to really meet with them and things like that. So expect for something to get done with those guys over the next few. Shout out to Renardo Beretta for the donation on PayPal. Said, this is 72 Fins logo. What's up, homie? TD, thank you for having a show when there is nothing going on. I appreciate you, bro. Love you, man. Reciprocated 100-fold, Renardo. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Everybody who donates to the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, I appreciate y'all love and support. Definitely help me do what I do. And we'll keep doing it, man. This is our community, and we're going to rock it the best we can, all right? That'll be interesting. Yeah, signing Godchild long-term is a mistake. Dwayne says signing Godchild long-term is a mistake. Well, Dwayne, in my opinion, we don't know if it's a mistake because it depends on how much money you're signing them for. A big deal, then yeah, we can talk about that. That'll be a good topic for us to discuss soon. Something that's like, oh, that was a great deal. I couldn't see where the mistake would be. It just depends. I understand we got Raekwon Davis. I understand, but let me put it like this. Good nose tackles are hard to come by. Guys that you can depend on in the trenches on the D-line are hard to come by. And I think we've learned that lesson, and I think they would like to have more than one. Christian is here for years to come. Godchild, I don't know, man. I would like to see him break out this year and actually be recognized, and make some impact plays. I want to see him take that next step in his game. We're not going to sit here and make it seem like he's the most dominant nose tackle defensive lineman in the league, but we want to see him take that next step and add an element to his game, because he does have his flaws, y'all. It's not like he's the most dominant force. He's good at run stopping, and it's hard to really gauge his value when given the situation of what's been around him for so long. It's been and what's been at the linebacker position behind him. And I keep saying so long, like it's been forever. But am I sold on Godchild? The fact that I don't know if I'm sold on him may be an indictment. It may be an indictment. So it just doesn't jump out of the gym for me and be like, man, Godchild. I mean, I see his value and I see how he makes plays, but it just doesn't jump out the gym for me, man. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts are on Godchild. I think it's a good opportunity now for me to actually go study his film more, because I haven't studied it as much as I've done Christian Wilkins. I've only done Christian because he was a rookie and I felt like it was necessary, but I haven't studied Godchild to the degree that I've watched film on Christian. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but nothing really jumps out like, but I see, now don't get me wrong, on a one-on-one, I'll take Godchild all day. I'll take him all day, but sometimes you got to be able to still hold that wall even on a double team, and he does at times, but we'll talk about that. We'll have a more in-depth conversation about Godchild. I want to get some more research myself so I can give y'all a better feel of how I feel. because he's a field player to me, at least right now. Linebackers depend on D-line. D-line doesn't depend on linebackers. Now, I agree with that. I think, though, in some of the situations in the sets that we have, whenever we use Jerome Baker coming down to the line and the way they play it, that's beneficial for the D lineman. If you have linebackers playing on the line of scrimmage, even if it's an exotic look and it's a stunt, that does help the D line as well. But I know what you mean. Just from a sole independent standpoint, it's the reverse way. But there are ways that they do assist. Y'all should have got Cam Newton. Y'all messed up. Mr. Spacely. Well, Finsanity been saying that for a while, and people been jumping on her. She been saying, we keep talking about the quarterback position. I mean, what's wrong with upgrading at the position? Why wouldn't we look at Cam? She said that for the longest. But some people were defending Fitzpatrick and saying we don't need to upgrade from Fitzpatrick. So I don't know. Gotcha is average. If he wants big money, let him go and we can replace him that's the point though, Troy. I can't argue that the man average, but there's a thing to say. I'm not gonna even say he's average. I think that he's like one step above average, but it's not the next level over average. I don't know if that makes sense to some people. He's not just your average flyby. He has talent. The thing is, it just the money is what matters. That's all that matters. The money. For who he is, we might get a deal that represents who he is. And if that's the case, then I don't see why that would be a mistake. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is it me or is TD's audio lagging behind the video? Oh, I'm not sure. Is it? Y'all let me know. Because I don't know what it is. Because I've been doing my Real Talk channel. I've been doing it once a week. And every time I switch the equipment or something like that, I have these problems. So if the audio is lagging, y'all let me know so I can figure out how to make sure that that's not going to be the case going forward. I guess you'll be able to tell when I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did that sync up? I don't know. Now it's better. Okay, I don't know. Can you trade coaches for draft picks? I'm not sure. I know that they're under. I'm not sure. That's a good question. I haven't looked that up. I've heard coaches being traded, so I don't know. Seems okay. Rams should be hated on. It's fine. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, it is what it is. We coming up to some football, though. We'll see, man. We just needed to start, man. I know that the NBA is about to get cracking. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know some of y'all, a lot of y'all probably ain't NBA fans, but I am excited because it's something, man. I drove past the bubble today. I drove past the courts that in Orlando, Disney, worldwide leader of sports, their whole facility. I drove by there today, man. I see the big old cranes up with the wiring for camera setting ups and stuff. I think they're actually going to be outside playing. But if not, they'll probably do like a covering over each court. But these are technically outside courts, but they might do coverings because I saw them installing hardwood floors in a video I watched. So it's going to be interesting. But I saw it. They got police surrounding the whole area lined up. So it's going to be interesting. I already told y'all in the past, the Lakers going to win it all. It is what it is. The Lakers going to win it all. It is what it is. They're going to get their chip. And Rajon Rondo going to give him another chip. That's all I'm ready for. My boy Rondo to get his chip. TD, you stand in Orlando if you move. I'm actually over. See, I'm not in Orlando right now. I'm actually on the east, not the East Coast because Daytona would be considered up in the east. But I'm like right outside of Orlando, like the Lake Mary, Orange City area type deal over here. But when we get the house, it's probably going to be, that's the thing. Cause this has been hectic the last few weeks. We've also been looking at homes and just the areas, the different areas, the new builds, cause we're going to have it built from scratch in this. and the land, picking out land and different stuff like that. So we're trying to figure out the perfect scenario. It's like so many scenarios are amazing, but it doesn't have this. And that, oh my gosh, that has that, but it doesn't have this. So we're trying to figure out how we can get it all and at the right situation, just everything to be perfect. So I don't know. It might actually be west of Orlando. It's not going to be Tampa. It's not going to be Lakeland, but it might actually be by Disney. Honestly, it might be by Disney, literally. Celebration Kissimmee or something like that. I don't know. We still deciding. We'll figure it out. All right. TD about to move to Cali. No, we're going to be staying in Florida. All right. TD loves LA, y'all. No, I don't love LA. I'm not even a Lakers fan, really. I'm a player fan. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. If I was to say there's a team I'm a fan of, is the Celtics, but I don't watch them. You know, I remember when somebody made me pick a team, I said, okay, I'm a Boston fan, but I've been following Rondo, so it is what it is. TD, how crazy would Florida get if the Dolphins and the Heat win the championship in the same year? That would be sick. That would be sick, but don't say Florida. Say South Florida, because there's also a basketball team in Orlando, and then there's also 2 more football teams with Tampa and Jacksonville. So Florida wouldn't get crazy. South Florida would get crazy. And the Dolphin and Heat fans spread out would be crazy. All right. IDD, my family build houses in the Orlando area. And then hit me up, David. Maybe I'll find something. Maybe he might be the answer. I don't know. Hit me up, man, so I can see everything y'all have to offer. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you, Brandon Hudgens. And yes, I agree. Punch that like button. We're trying to do 200 likes on this video, guys. I'm more of a player follower too. I tend to root for the team where my Kentucky Wildcats are stars. Well, then you like Rondo too. Them last place Rams fans nations would go nuts, man. I would. Every time I think of Florida, I think of George Zimmerman. Wow. I watch every team. I love the Dolphins. Yes, more Heat fans than Magic fans in Orlando. No, you might be right. I'm just saying in general, man. I'm just saying in general. Rondo, Booker, Hero. Isn't it AD, Boogie? I mean, it's just a few. It's quite a few. But yeah, man. So any last questions, guys, before I get out of here? Because me and my wife, we have to sort through some of these homes and talk about what we like, what we don't like, and figure some stuff out. Any other questions or thoughts that you all had before I get out of here today? TD, are you going to call the preseason games? If they have them. They talk about did they officially cancel them all yet? Are they still having all the preseason games? Move to LA, TD. Rams about to have a new stadium, bro. I mean, that's Mr. Spacely. He a Rams fan, y'all, if you don't know. I'll live through you, man. You enjoy it. Call out the play-by-play. Oh, no, I mean, if it's on TV or if it's on, I'm definitely calling it out. However I can get it. If the Dolphins are playing, then I'm calling it. TD, do you remember Adam Gase lied to Devontae Parker agent about him playing? Yeah, he lied to everybody. Talked about he was hurt. The agent had to come out and say, my client is fully healthy. Then he was forced to play him, and the man come out and put up 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh, I can't stand that man. Just ridiculous. Appreciate that, Nance. I got the website you just sent. I got the website. I appreciate that, homie. Our stadium is sick now, TD. Agree? Absolutely, man. They got the little thing in the sky that take you from parking lots. They got the practice facility. They'll be done next year. Good luck on house shopping. It's been a lot. And the more we look at homes, the bigger the wife gets. The bigger her eyes get and the higher the price goes. All right, TD. Thank you, bro. No problem, man. But anyway, good stream, TD. Keep up the good work. Love you and your family. And good bless you all. Good bless you all and God bless you all. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We have 100 people watching right now with 89 likes. If you can hit that like button and help the channel out, it's greatly appreciated. Everybody who's donated to the channel, I appreciate y'all love and support as well. The last stream I did, Michael Simmons also donated $20 to the PayPal, but I missed it right when I got off the stream. I saw it, so I appreciate that, Mike. Thanks so much. Again, shout out to the Tunsil family, Sean Tunsil Bell, who's a subscriber of the channel. I don't think he's seen the video yet. Well, I appreciated him giving me the autograph Larry Tunsil picture. I appreciate that again. And also Finside, I believe your package is at my PO box. I'll go on Monday to pick it up. He sent me a package, so I'm gonna open it up in front of everybody. I appreciate whatever he sent me. We'll see what it is. Left you a message on Instagram. Yeah, David, I got it. It popped up on the screen. I got you. I'm gonna check it out when I get off. The Dolphins have the best stadium in the league. Yeah, it's nice. I don't know. It's nice. Is that true? The stadium is hurricane proof? Absolutely. I mean, everything you build in South Florida, if it's going to be a huge investment, of course it's going to be hurricane proof. You know, I mean, I would doubt that they would make a non-hurricane proof, especially for the given fact that every year you run a threat of losing it all if it wasn't. So it's definitely hurricane proof, especially the canopy, reinforced steel and everything. It's pretty nice. It's coming along. They got if you haven't been to the stadium in the last couple of years, you should go just walk around it because it's becoming an attraction bigger than you could think. They got the tunnels for parking now. They also have all those tennis courts, professional tennis. The Miami Open is there. They have all those tennis courts. They also have the practice facility coming. They have the rail system in the sky where you can look at everything while you're being brought to the stadium. And it's just nice, man. And I think they're going to keep going. They have the indoor movie theater. Ross is just going to make it a world-class attraction, and that's what you got to do, man. Make it his own community. Make it his own thing there. I hope he keep building and make it just a monument. You know, that'll be amazing. All right, so it is what it is. Love y'all. They should have a bus from the airport to the stadium. When I had season tickets, that would have been appreciated. You never know. It might be coming. But I don't think, that ain't going to be coming because, look, they ain't going to do no bus from the airport to the stadium because most people that's going to go to the game, they're going to automatically assume that they arrive Saturday, not Sunday. And then on top of it, if you arrive Saturday, means you're going to be getting a hotel and you're not going to be staying right by the stadium because there ain't many hotels by the stadium. And if y'all know anything, know what I know, you know what I'm talking about. What is one or two? You know, there's not many by the stadium. So they're not going to do that just for game day because many people don't fly in the same day as the game. They usually fly in on a Saturday. But some people do fly in the day of the game. They fly out 6 in the morning, arrive at 10, 11, wherever they're from, and head straight to the stadium. I get it, but the numbers of people doing that aren't as great for the demand of that. So I could doubt that ever happening. Correct, TD. When are you playing Madden again, TD? Flip side, man, you want this L? You want this L, bro? I've been playing Madden quite a bit lately, man. My wife been sitting here looking up communities and homes and stuff, and I just be in the background playing. But I've been playing some of y'all, and y'all see what I've been doing lately. Y'all see what I've been doing. I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be about it on live. But I'll let you know, man. I might do something tomorrow. I might do something sometime next week. You know, play about 3 or 4 people, dominate this time, show y'all what time it is, how I've gotten better, and go from there, man. TD's users are sus. TD's users are sus. So I don't get that. All right. TD, your kids will see this in the future. Yeah, they will. They will. Can you stop the inside zone? Can you stop the inside zone? Me? I don't know what y'all talking about. Are you still talking about gotcha? I don't know what Dwayne talking about. Fill me in, bro. But I got to get out of here, man. I'm going to go do this with the wife, man. Take care of, talk about some of the stuff that we went and saw today on Madden. I can, yes. But if I need to, Dwayne. If I need to, man. We'll see. Y'all hit that like button. We got 98 likes. Do we got 2 more likes out there that haven't hit it yet? Let me see if the like will jump up 2 more times. Do we have 2 more likes? I know we have 2 dislikes. We always can count on Gase and Matt Burke. But do we have 2 more likes out there? Y'all punch that like button if we have 2 more likes, all right? But all right, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all support, man. I'm going to see y'all soon. Fins up, fins up, fins up. Love y'all, man. It's been quiet out here on the Dolphins front. Y'all already know that. But if anything that's crazy that comes across, I'll be here to bring it. Outside of that, I'll be here. I'm just taking care of a lot of family business as of lately. Got to get these things situated so that we could be situated. But there go to 100 likes. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out. This is TD Fans.